Mr. Brian Daigle. Daigle, that was an absolutely embarrassing display today. Losing 1-0 to Bournemouth. 10th in the league now, dropping like a fly. How are you feeling, and what's your reaction to that?
Listen, I just want to start by saying I remember coming on and speaking to you two guys after we lost 6-1 to Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we were all very, very down. We were all very pissed off. We were all disillusioned. Where have we gone from then? After this performance, everything is up in the air with this football club. These players, like I've said, when the going gets tough, the weak go hiding.
Yeah.
When they cross that white line, the very, very least they should do is fight for that badge. Have some professional pride. Have determination. Have the fight, the commitment, and the dedication to put in a shift for this football club. Their body language is shambolic. There is no desire. There's just nothing. And you see Bournemouth running around. And before we go any further, well done, bloody Bournemouth. They were magnificent tonight and absolutely schooled us. We have moved to this big stadium to pay the bigger wages, to buy the elite players, to get outclassed, outbullied, outfought by a team whose stadium can fit into our South Stand.
Let's be real, Brian. Tamworth would have bullied us and taught us a lesson if we would have played like that against them.
Yep, mate. When Spurs did that wonderful rebranding where we took the name Tottenham Hotspur away and we changed the fonts and the lineups, I think for the last year and a half, 2 years, whatever, we've rebranded the word experience for leadership. We don't have a leadership team. We have an experienced team. I remember back in the 90s seeing players like Colin Calderwood, Steve Sedgley, Paul Allen, Gary Mabbott, Teddy Sheriff, people that would fight for this badge. That if we were playing shit, would go, do you know what? This is unacceptable. We are Tottenham Hotspur. The least we do is put in a shift. They don't care. They do not care one bit. They pick up their 100 grand or whatever. And don't get me wrong, Ben, as you know, and Sim, I am very, 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 very defensive of the manager and have always backed them. But was that entertaining? Should we roll the dice and be entertained?
Brian, I think all three of us have been, consistently backing this manager from the very beginning up until, till now, pretty much. Are you still backing this manager? I know you said you'd never turn on a manager and everything like that, but it's getting increasingly hard to back, isn't it?
It's getting, when you look at it, Jed Spence is not good enough for this football team. We've had 3 managers, or 2 full-time managers, 2 part-time managers that don't pick him. What's that telling you? They don't trust him. They don't have faith in him. Club purchase. But what we'll do is we'll play a right back. We'll play Archie Gray, who we were told was a centre midfielder. We'll put him at right back because we don't trust the right back that we gave a new contract to. We didn't sign midfielders because we were told Gray and Bergvall, we've been impressed with their progress and what they can offer. We don't do it. Because we needed to give Son a rest, we put Brennan Johnson, who has always been woeful on the left, but let's put him on the left rather than Werner, who could play on the left, so Kulusevski could go right, even though Kulusevski has been brilliant in the centre. The team is weak and threadbare. We just it's literally like pick a mix. Okay, we'll play you there and play you there. Even though I signed you to play here, I don't trust the player that's here. I'll put you there. We are a mess from top to bottom. And we have become, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care who I offend on this, we have become a fan base that wants to bitch and moan and get one up on each other, whether it be in chats on social media, channels on social media, whether it be across the board, in the pubs, whatever, this fan base care about more going, ha ha, you're in the mud. Hate that saying. Give him his flowers. I told you this would happen. This is wrong. I'm right. I'm a bigger fan. I'm a better fan. Where are you living? The international fans, because they're international and I am an international fan now, go, oh, you're American or you're Australian or you're Korean. What do you know? We have become a fan base that wants to bitch and moan at each other and prove each other right more than care about what is going on that football pitch. On that football pitch, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll lose. And just Spurs social media team know this. We come back stronger. We won't. We'll do better. You don't. We apologise. Fuck off with these. But it's all bullshit. This club is a media circus, a PR machine, a money-making machine, and it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. This club is rancid. I love this club, or I love my football club. I love it, but we are not a football club. We are an entertainment business with a property portfolio that now has football as a side hustle. That's what we've become.
Where do you see it heading at the moment with Ange in terms of, you said you were a big fan of him, you're defensive of him, but where do you think this leads at the moment, if you were to predict?
Mate, it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good. But the thing is, what happens is we'll get rid of this one, and the next one will come on the conveyor belt. And then the fans that want Ange out, and listen, everyone who's saying Ange out right now, you're well within your right. I stand where I stand with this Potsy owner, I understand where people are coming from on the manager. Totally get it. But all that happened, the next manager will come in, oh yeah, he's not good enough, he's only managed here or there. And then we've got the players that Ange wanted in your Archie Grays and everything. Do we get another attacking manager or do we get a defensive manager because we never keep to a philosophy? And then it's like, right, do we have too many players that won't play in the right position? It's just, mate, I think the writing, I've spoken to Ben. I said, I think before the transfer window closes, Ange is gone. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be, fortunately, whatever side of the fence you're on, I think it's sooner. I think we take a Tonkin against Chelsea. That could be it. I think we go out to Manchester United, the Carabao Cup. That could be it. But I think, unfortunately, and you can see like what you were saying, Sim, with I don't know what I'm pointing over there. The fans aren't there. The away game, the away fans in the sections, it's turning toxic. And
what do you think about that clip? What do you think about that clip, Ange and the fans?
I actually haven't. I'm going to sit on the fence here and do an Arsene Wenger. I actually haven't seen it. I heard you two talking about it. But I think the writing's on the wall. But people need to wake up. This football club is in disarray. Again, we moved to this stadium, this game-changing stadium, so we could compete. The season ticket prices that people pay have gone up. The merchandise has gone up. The food and beverage in the stadium has gone up. The senior concessions trying to abolish. History being erased. But the one important thing, the quality of player and the wage bill has gone down. Everything goes up. I'm sure, Leave, you'll get a bonus very shortly. He's due one. Everything around this stadium has gone up for the fan, the match-going fan, or the fans that travel around the world to support this great club, but the wage bill has gone down. Game changing.
Last question, Brian. If it was up to you and you were sitting on that hierarchy, would you be sacking Ange Postecoglou?
Oh no, if I was on that hierarchy, I'd be having a word with the very big man at the top.
Yeah,
and
let's forget about that for a second. Let's just focus on the manager.
I don't know. Listen, what I will say, I'm not going to give my answer to that, but I will give my answer to what you're saying. Your number one is Areola. My number one is my number one before Postecoglou came in, and that's Thomas Frank.
Okay. Brian, always a pleasure. Unfortunately, under these circumstances, and it becomes way too often at this football club. But have a good evening, my friend, and try and relax.
See you later. Bye-bye.
That was Brian Daigle, everyone. Truth bombs as always.